crazy dogs here. There's Mac. Hi, Mac. What's up, buddy? Yeah. Dilly. Dilly likes being on camera. And there's Sula.
Are you rolling already?
I'm rolling.
Okay.
Where'd Monkey go?
Over there.
Oh yeah, doing her own thing as usual.
Okay.
Kind of. So there's the dogs. There's Yitka.
Hey.
Hey.
It's really bright, so
Yeah.
I'm gonna have my glasses on and off and whatever.
It's a beautiful day.
Yes, it is.
So we're here at the Jocko River. It's over there. It's over there. Yep. And that's Grey Wolf up there. You can't see it because it's in the clouds. But we were going to ask Yitka some questions about her upcoming adventures.
All right.
So let's start off with the one that you already heard me ask you, and that's how did you get started with horses?
Okay. Well,
All the way back.
I know I don't want to make it like, oh my gosh, look at Sula, just zoomies everywhere. Wow. Somebody's happy here. All right, so horses. I don't know. I guess like every little girl, I just love horses from early age.
We're gonna. You just don't worry about that part.
Yeah. Okay. I don't worry about my pronunciation or
Nope.
my language. I
Yep.
know it's just like
We'll get the meaning. We'll get the drift.
you get it.
Yep.
Anyway. So. Yeah, and because I was growing up in Prague in a communism, and unfortunately we didn't have many horses around. But there was one riding club my friend was actually going to, and she asked me if I wanted to go, and of course I did wanted to go. And what I remember, just for the first 6 months, yes, I was really close to the horses, but what I was doing, I was just pretty much mucking stalls, feeding, and cleaning the tack.
So you were like an apprentice.
Well, that's how you start, you know. Like, you really want to be around horses? Well, let's do some dirty work.
That's
first.
how they weed them out.
Exactly. Yeah.
How
Anyway,
bad do you really want to?
And I think, like, seriously, it took like at least 6 months before I actually crawled on a horse. But I don't remember which one it was. I know there was one I really, or actually there were two I really, really liked. There was a gray horse, which I always like gray horses. His name was Norman. It was awesome. And then there was another one. He was a bay and he was huge. And like it was one of the instructor's horse, and no one else would touch this horse. So he was like, oh my gosh,
Special.
His name was Pedlik.
Pedlik?
Yep. And he was amazing. Well,
Big Patrick.
later on, like 2 years later, I actually did get to ride him. And later on, he died. And when I learned about his death, I was really devastated. But at that time, I was not at the riding club anymore. But anyway, sorry, I know I just like went all the way back in my childhood. And I don't know what the answer is. So I just liked horses from...
So you were interested in when your friend offered, you jumped on it.
I guess she didn't even offer it. I guess I just bugged her until she said yes.
So you had the interest before you even...
Oh, yeah.
It wasn't an accident.
No.
Is that what brought you to the United States originally?
Nope.
Or? Okay.
Nope. I originally came here to take care of actually kids as a nanny. So I was in Denver as a nanny. And then later on, and while I was in Denver, I was actually going through some stables and bugging people if I could just come and muck stalls or be around again. And I did, and at few of them, but it wasn't exactly what I was looking for, because most of these stables, they were like English stables.
Kind of stuffy maybe a little bit, or very structured. More structured than maybe you wanted.
More structured, yeah. And again, there were very expensive horses at these facilities, and it was just kind of like, not many people wanted you to really get close to their expensive horses. But anyway, that was still good. And then at a dude ranch up in the mountains, and actually that's kind of how I was introduced to the Western riding and Western horses, and that's when I find out that it was my passion.
Cool.
It was amazing.
Yeah.
Yep.
Let's see. So how did we get from Denver to Montana?
Oh my goodness. Wow. There's
The
so
Buddha's in there somewhere.
I know there's a Buddhism. I don't know. Short answer is it was supposed to be. And that's why I'm here.
Oh, well, there you go. Good enough.
Yeah, seriously. Yep.
Okay, so you did endurance riding. You have fairly recently done endurance riding.
Just recently, yeah. I was kind of fascinated by it. Never had horses to be able to do it, or I didn't have endurance horses, but I was introduced to it by my friend who lives here, and she has like five of these horses, 5 Arabian horses. Thank you, Dilly.
Yeah.
Dilly always has a lot to say.
Yeah. We're just gonna wait for her to. No. Get Sula. Go get. You're missing out on the fun. Look at Sula. Go get her. Get Sula. Get Sula. Oh my God, that's loud. Shush.
You can turn it out for a little bit.
Again. No, don't come back over here. We don't want to see you. Oh God. Totally lost my train of thought.
That's alright. Maybe something about the Mustangs, I guess, or why?
Oh yeah. Mustangs, for sure. Because they're very. Just one. Oh wait, let me think.
Okay.
I'm gonna turn it back off. So back on here.
Okay.
What? How did you get interested in the Mustangs and the wild horses? What was the what? I mean.
Okay.
It's not necessarily the most common.
Well, that makes it interesting.
Well, you still have it. It's still there.
Yeah,
You can use it if you want or not.
Oh my gosh, look at that. Look at this dragon. I mean, that's interesting. Where did he get it?
I don't know. He's ambitious though. We like his ambition. He doesn't get out much.
He doesn't get out much.
But when he does, well, stop it. Yes, I see you there. Okay. All right. So Adam, this character down in Wyoming, has some horses that you're gonna go get, and they're gonna be your stock for your big adventure. Yeah. So tell us about Adam.
Adam is okay. How did I meet Adam? I actually met Adam oh my gosh, okay, a few years back.
It's going well. Everything's great. It's good stuff.
I used to live at this Buddhist meditation center up in Rockies, and I met really cool people up there, and one of the cool people was Zane. And Zane told me, I don't know when, but he told me about his brother Adam, that Adam worked at this ranch in Wyoming, and now he's got a bunch of these horses from the ranch. So I was just kind of interested, reach out to Adam, and pretty much, told him if I could come visit him.
Yeah, because he has the original Mustang.
Yeah, so I know he was trying to or in my previous videos, he talks a little bit. It's alright, there's nothing there. Hi, Sula. Sula is scared. Anyway, so Sula, I'm gonna tell you a story about me and Adam.
Oh,
okay?
this is great. Perfect. Sula?
She's like,
Can I?
I'm safe up here. between the humans on the top of the table.
On the tallest.
Yep.
It's got to be. Got the drop on him now, huh?
Monkey. That's enough. Monkey. Anyway, so I was saying about Adam.
She's still back there somewhere. We can't see her, but that's all right.
Anyway, yeah, I'm here. Well, Adam lives in Wyoming. He has a herd of Spanish Mustangs. I believe about 30 of them now. He used to have a little more, but he sold a bunch of them. And these horses, the bloodline comes from the Cayuse Ranch. So this guy, and unfortunately I don't know much about the history and I don't want to mess it up here, but pretty much this guy, Bob Brinslow, something like that. Oh my gosh, monkey quit. He was working for the USD F?
F?
No, F, like the Forest Service.
The Forest Service?
Yeah. Like in a 20s, 30s, I believe, something like this. Anyway, and still because we had the Native Americans here.
Right.
So he noticed that some of these tribes, especially the plain tribes, you know, they had really cool horses, you know, and he really started looking into it and started buying or trying to preserve these horses, you know, or the bloodlines.
Right.
And pretty much later on, you know, he got a lot of these horses, and that's how he started his ranch in Wyoming, the Cayuse Ranch, you know. So that was Bob Brinslow, or I'm maybe saying it wrong. And then his son, Emmett, took over, and then Emmett's daughter, Josie, took over. But I know it was just her, and she had a lot of these horses, thousands, maybe, you know, and it just got a little bit out of control.
Gotcha.
Anyway, and once they decided they needed to like dissolve the whole preservation effort, whatever, you know, because Adam was working for them, he just wanted to kind of like take over.
Continue it.
Yeah, not over like 1,000 horses, that would be too much, but I believe he took probably like 50 horses.
Okay.
Anyway, so
What time was this? What year?
I believe, what is right now, 2024, so maybe like 18?
Okay. So not that long
17?
ago.
Yeah. Not that long ago. Yeah. Yeah, I think that's.
Okay. And
I apologize, like, if I said something not completely like correctly, but I know it's very close too.
you can always like put it down in the notes too below the video.
Right.
Okay. So.
And these are the Spanish Mustangs. I guess I didn't say it.
Right.
They are not the BLM Mustangs. They're Spanish Mustangs. So I guess the difference is the BLM Mustangs, they are 100% wild horses, you know, and the breeding, it's not really controlled. These Spanish Mustangs, like I said, Bob, when he saw these horses, he was trying to preserve the bloodlines, you know, and the shape, how they look like, you know, the structure and everything. They were pretty small, petite horses, but really like sturdy, you know. And so the Spanish bloodlines or the Spanish Mustangs, the bloodlines are kind of, again, air quote, kind of controlled, you know,
to maintain
their
the
build and
characteristic
or whatever.
Their characteristics.
Thank you. It's a really hard word. Anyway, so yes.
Something weird's going on behind you.
I can hear it. I know.
Something weird's going on back there, but I think they're done.
Okay.
All right. Okay, so here we are, 2024, and it was last year actually that we kind of heard about this idea. So where did you first hear about like long riding? What was so you've done endurance, which is, you know,
right,
sort of a similar idea, right? You're taking a long ride all in one piece, you know, and
well, yes, but I feel like this idea taking few horses across the country, this idea has been on my mind for a long time.
Uh-huh.
And
So it's not a new idea for
it's
you.
not a new idea. It's just like, it's been sitting there in the bag somewhere there, just kind of like,
Sort of like
once in a
something you
while,
would do someday.
one day.
Yeah.
And then I don't know, I just like woke up last fall and I was like, yep, this is the time to do it. I don't know why, I can't explain. It was just, something just told me I need to move on this plan
Get it in, put
and
it
get
in
it
motion.
done. Yeah, if
instead of
I
think
want to do
about
it,
Mhm.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
not easy,
No.
because
Well, what is easy? Life's not easy.
true. But, well, I shouldn't say that. So, one of the people that you have been reading about, I know a lot about, is now I can't think of her name, but you know it, of course.
Bernice, Indy.
yes.
Yes.
Who's was based not far from here.
No, she
Right.
was. Yep, she was. She lived up in Trego, I
Trego,
believe,
mhm.
something like this.
Yeah.
That's above Kalispell. So yeah, that was this cool lady, and unfortunately, she did pass away a couple of years ago. So I missed her. I never got to meet her, which I wish I could. But I read her book, Lady Long Rider.
Mhm.
Very cool. So yeah, just what I got from her story was that she was never into long riding. It's just like one day she was riding and training horses on a side, and one day she was just like riding in the woods and she was just like looking around, and she just got the idea that it would be really cool to do.
To not go back.
No,
keep going.
not that day, but eventually.
Right.
Would be really
Wouldn't it be
but-
nice if I could just keep going?
But she was I am kind of at the same spot where she was, because she didn't have any horses.
Right.
She was just riding somebody's horses.
Right.
Like, I don't have any horses right now. But the horses she was riding, she actually like borrowed one of the horses, and I believe he was Tennessee Walker. I believe so.
Right.
So her first trip was from up north Montana all the way go to New Mexico to see her sister.
Okay.
It was a 2,000-mile trip one way, and she had only one horse, few saddlebags, and that was it.
Okay.
Yeah. And I really like it because she did put her experience of the first night or the first day in the book, which was amazing, and it was horrible.
I'm sure that
It was horrible, awful. She didn't sleep at all, and she was like, "Oh my gosh, what am I doing? I just need to turn back." But she never did.
Good.
And for the next, I don't know, I think she was riding like for 15 years.
Yeah.
She did like 28,000 miles
Yep.
altogether.
Amazing.
What a life. Yep.
Yeah. Well, the first is always the hardest,
I
right? The
know.
first day is always the hardest.
The first day and the night, because
Even if you're on a good trip, sometimes that first night is an adjustment. But
Yeah.
if it's not going well,
yeah.
no, I've had trips like that where it's like, oh, I don't know if we're gonna make it.
I know.
But it all turns out,
It turns out, yeah.
and you might as well keep going. Once you
Yeah.
got it all figured out, you might as well just keep
Yeah.
on going.
Well, and she did, obviously it was something like, again, she really longed, or she really loved doing it, even though she didn't know even
Right.
about.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
I can relate to that story
Mm-hmm.
for sure. I think a lot of people can probably relate in different ways to
Mm-hmm.
finding something that they really love to do and not wanting to quit. Like,
Right,
go
right.
back to your real life.
Yep.
Why?
Why?
Well, most people do,
Mm-hmm.
but she just didn't do that.
Well, and the thing is too, kind of like I said, I can relate to her because she was just living in a small little cabin. She didn't have much money, so I feel like it was kind of easy actually to leave
Right.
everything behind.
She was at the point
because,
where, yeah.
she was like, meh, I mean, I've got this little cute cabin, but also I can take whatever is my home with me,
Right.
right? I
Yep.
don't have to be stuck
Right.
to this one place,
Right.
No
mortgage,
No.
not a lot of
no.
overhead,
No.
so why not?
Why not?
Exactly.
Yeah.
So cool. So, When do you start?
Well, I already started.
I mean, yeah, right?
Well, you know, this is a long term project. This is not gonna be boom 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 done, you know.
Sure.
Yeah. So like I said, I don't have horses, I don't even have facility. So right now, as you know, we started fixing this facility where I live, and the very kind homeowner or property owner allowed me to do that, you know. So you and me, we've been fixing all barn and all corral, which you guys can check it out, my previous videos, really funny. And so the place is actually ready. It's ready and it's waiting for the horses. I got hay, I got everything almost ready. It's just right now I'm a little bit stuck about the situation in Wyoming,
Right.
you know, so I just need to go get the horses and bring them home.
Yep. Just
And
like
then,
that.
like I
Easy.
said, it's just like a huge puzzle, and all these little pieces, they need to come together, you know, and then they will form eventually this beautiful puzzle
Picture, right?
picture. But like I said, it's going to be a long term because these horses are not trained. They have had some halter training.
They know people.
They know people.
It's not like they're totally wild. They don't ever see people.
Right, but if you approach them, they will take off.
Right.
They will not let you touch them.
They don't really need you.
They don't need you, you know. So that's gonna have to happen too. The training plus the packing training, which I need to be trained first, because I don't know much about packing. Well, actually, I don't know anything, I would say. So it's kind of
Been
like
practicing your knots?
I need to learn first, and then I need to translate it and teach the horses.
Just,
Yeah.
oh, no
Right.
problem.
Right, I know.
Just got to do it.
Yes.
That's all.
Yep.
Okay, cool.
Well, let's just ask me something so we can kind of like wrap it up. Like we can say, you know, this can continue or whatever. Or...
Well, we could roll it into another video, right? So
Yeah.
we could maybe walk around the place
Okay.
and point out what we have done, right?
Right.
Because it's been all winter.
It's been all winter.
It's
yeah.
middle of February right now, and we started when? Like in probably October.
October, November, something like this. Yeah. It's very rustic. It's
Very
beautiful
rustic.
feel.
Yep.
It's going to work.
It's going to work.
Yes. I definitely am positive.
Oh yeah. Why wouldn't it work?
Why it wouldn't work? I mean, everything's gonna be just fine. Yeah.
Everything's gonna be just fine. That's a pretty good way to end, I think. Everything's gonna be just fine.
Yep.
Don't worry, it's gonna be fine. All right. All right.
Okay. Well.
Until next
Thanks.
time.
Yes.
Yeah.
All right. Bye.